one more thing, which is the Xi invitation. It's now been confirmed by Caroline Levitt that Premier Xi has been invited. The China Post, what is that called? The Southern China Post, is that
South
what it's
China,
called?
yeah, Post,
South
yeah.
China Post.
South China Morning
They
Post.
say they doubt he'll go because these trips require a lot to plan. But again, I remember, Sean, you'll annotate what I'm saying. Leave aside the kerfuffle over how many people went to the inauguration, there weren't a ton of celebrities, right? The press, because they were so hostile to Trump and so upset that Hillary lost, compared Obama's inauguration with a lot of star power to Trump's. And so, again, he's
Just so
getting a
you know,
redo.
folks, I'm not
Yeah, go
muting
ahead.
Mark when he brings this up. That's not me.
Yeah,
Although I
yeah.
would.
So my point is, like, I don't know if she's going to go or not, but I bet you there'll be a lot of celebrities. I bet a lot of these Silicon Valley celebrities will come. It is an epic, epic story about Trump getting acceptance this time. They're not challenging the result. He won the popular vote. He won every battleground state. He's being extremely active during the transition. This is like one of the most extraordinary redos, do-overs in American political history. Sean.
I think, it's funny. I've been thinking about how different this was from 2016 and in so many ways. And I think you're absolutely right. People ran away. We had marches that first day. I was down at Mar-a-Lago a couple of weeks ago. Sly Stallone is there. I mean, I was like, what is going on here? There were people that I would never have thought would openly show up anywhere around Trump. But I think that the magnitude and breadth and depth of this victory speaks volumes, not just how well Trump did, but the silence that's happening on the Dems. People are more comfortable now. I mean, like I said earlier, the donation from Zuckerberg, that is such a role reversal. These ideas, Jeff Bezos and others making positive comments. I do think when I spoke to some folks, I was at the Virginia Advance, the Republican gathering for our state party. The number of people that were talking about going to balls and who was going to show up. And it's just, and I'm not talking just regular old folks, but like, oh, well, I heard so-and-so is coming to this one and we're in talks with so-and-so to show up and make an appearance. For Republicans writ large, never mind Trump, this is going to be a very, very different world. We had people in the midst of 2016 who said we're going to get off all of these business advisory boards. Trump had to pledge that he wouldn't go to the Kennedy Center Awards for people to show up. I mean, this is very, very different. Now, we'll see what happens on January 21st and 22nd and 23rd. But I think for right now, you're absolutely right. The tone and tenor of corporate America, of Hollywood, has shifted.
Even the media for now.
Can I got to tell you one fascinating statistic that a longtime friend of mine dropped at me at lunch. I live in Alexandria, which is pretty much to the left of Moscow. And Alexandria City School, high school, has a mock election every year. This was the first year that anybody in the history of the city could recall where the students voted to the right of the city's general population. I mean, just think about what that means for the kids, right? Kids generally, you don't vote Republican. You definitely don't vote for Donald Trump. And here we have the student body at Alexandria City High School, extremely diverse population, voting to the right of the city's population for the first time in history. And I think we saw this monumental shift in the electorate among key constituencies that are critical of the Democratic Party that are mind-boggling to those of us who have been in for a while.
Well, I think, look, let's he won, pretty clearly for a 50-50 country, but it is largely still a 50-50 country. But he won. I also think there is grudging admiration and respect, even amongst the most progressive Democrats, and certainly amongst the media and corporate America. And you heard a little bit of this after the first assassination attempt, of all that Trump has kind of survived and fought through, right? I mean, if you think about it, if this election goes the other way, we're talking potentially about Donald Trump being in prison. And that, but he won and everything has faded away. He beat all the allegations. He survived 2 assassination attempts. And so I think there is a little bit of like, the guy fought through all of this. The guy won. Like, we're going to treat him normally here. I don't know how long it lasts, but
yeah.